For thousands of years, the mystics and alchemists of the world have seen the human form as a architectural microcosm of the divine. This is a 14th century Hebrew manuscript, and in it you can see the zodiac influences different parts of the body, starting with Aries at the top and going down to Pisces at the bottom. The 1600s occult scientist Robert Flood viewed God as having created man from 3 octaves. He was inspired by the Sephirot of the Kabbalah as well as the Pythagorean harmony of planets. This was drawn in the late 1600s, inspired from Jacob Boehme. The body is sealed by the orbits of 7 planets. In Hermetic tradition, the world is seen as an organism with metabolic processes. The sun is the heart, the moon is the brain, Jupiter is the liver, Earth is the stomach, veins signify rivers, flesh signifies the ground, hair is the grass, and so on for the whole body. In this manuscript, the human anatomy is compared to a 4-story building. Each story corresponds to one of the 4 worlds the cosmos is divided into, and this is another one inspired by the Sephiroth tree. This is an ancient Vedic diagram in which the human form is divided based off of the Hindu pantheon. Brahma is in the center, and the greater gods are around him, and the lesser gods occupy the outside squares. This grid of the divine human form would be the groundwork for temples. It was also used in the arrangement of cities. The divine hierarchy would correspond to the human districts in their caste system. Here is a blueprint of a basilica based on human measurements. The 16th century Hermetic occultist Agrippa von Nettesheim said that the ancients also divided their temples, public buildings, and the like according to the structure of the human body, just as God himself gave the whole machine of the universe the symmetry of the human body. A Christian monk from the 1300s depicted the church as the mystical body of Christ. In Jainism, the idea of God was that of an anthropomorphized cosmos. So the path to enlightenment is to ascend this anthropomorphic cosmic man, which is represented from the feet all the way up to the top of the skull. The medieval abbess Hildegard, who was a polymath, a composer, a philosopher, a mystic, a writer, an artist, a medical practitioner, pretty much everything, she had visions and drew many of those visions, and this was towards the end of her life. These animal heads are blowing wind, and they are symbols of virtues. The divine love of the sun appears as this red cosmic figure. This is his feet, and these are his hands, so this is his chest, this is his body. And here man is inside. The whole drawing is a reference of man's place in creation. So just as the human form was seen as a microcosm of the divine, architecture too should be a reflection of that.